The only on 5, a woman accused of being the mastermind of a dating app crime spree. The sinister scheme has now unraveled into a longer list of claims from people who say they were robbed by an OnlyFans model. Deputies say Adva Levy targeted older men to steal from them, but tonight others are coming forward claiming they are victims too.
KTLA's Mary Beth McDade has been doing some digging on this story. She spoke with some of her alleged victims. MB.
Yeah, Mike and Chair, through our own investigation, we discovered that she allegedly not only preys on older, wealthy men, but people of all ages, as long as they have money, credit cards, and luxury goods.
I already post pictures of my bikinis on Instagram for free. Why not trying to make money out of my other pictures of my bikini and my feet?
She's got a very square jaw, a very manly looking face, man. But okay, fair use.
She's appeared in Penthouse and Playboy New Zealand. She claims to be the first top Israeli OnlyFans model, and she's known to drive a Porsche and a Mercedes. But behind all this glamour, Adva Levy is an accused serial burglar. LA County Sheriff's officials say she targets wealthy older men, poses as their girlfriend or companion on social media dating apps, and then burglarizes their homes. Authorities say she's victimized at least 10 men in Malibu and other parts of LA County. She apparently goes by several aliases, including Shoshana, Shayna, and Mia Ventura. Here's Mia appearing on Michael Sartain's podcast called Access Vegas, talking about needing a man who can provide.
I need a provider, a supporter. I need someone strong and dominator because I'm very much of a strong female, so I need someone to be more dominant than me.
Yeah, she got that square jaw. Like she got that Howie Long from the NFL jaw, like G.I. Joe jaw. Like that's a really square jaw. But all right, let's keep going.
Michael tells us while appearing on this special election night show, she stole all the other female panelists' money and credit cards out of their purses, which were in the green room.
She got up at the 45-minute mark and she was gone for 20-something minutes and just went through everyone's bag.
Eden Lynn says she was one of the women who Mia stole from that night.
At some point, she went in there and stole from like multiple women, our credit cards, like IDs, cash, anything.
Eden tells us she confirmed Mia was the culprit by seeing multiple attempted charges Mia tried to put on her Amex, including a hair appointment at a pricey Beverly Hills salon, where Mia booked the appointment under Mia Ventura.
I got in contact with the salon and the stylist she booked with, and they gave me the name it was put under. She sent me screenshots of the consultation FaceTime she did with her and like the receipts in her text and everything.
Adult film star Cody Steele says he became one of Mia's victims while the two worked at an LA party company. A group from the company got hired to go to France to work a party and stay together.
Okay. Boy, oh boy, we'll continue. But I wanted to stop right here. So adult film actors, like some of you know, I've actually done some bodyguard work for some adult film people, both men and women. And they do get hired to go attend or work parties along with models, runway models. They get these appointments all the time, and they're a little bit more than a guy's or thinly veiled sex work. All right, so they're not bringing them out there because they just want to talk to them or they're going to model clothing, as it were. Look, sex work gets hidden in a lot of different ways. I just wanted to pause real quick. But this woman is, apparently, she is not really my type. I don't like that square jaw, hard looking face that women have sometimes. But, when you have a really low body fat, you're going to look like that. But she's been funding her lifestyle by stealing and robbing. And so, guys will drop their guard around what they consider, and it's very subjective, what they consider attractive women. And this has been going on for a very long time. When I lived in Los Angeles, I actually had a client who got robbed by an escort, two escorts that he hired to come over to hang out with him, I guess you could say. And, he left his safe open and they made off with a bunch of his stuff. We recovered most of it without getting the police involved. We were able to track him down and get most of his stuff back. And but this sort of thing happens. It happens regularly. And guys, you cannot drop your guard just because a woman is attractive. Okay? If I were to come over to your house, would you just leave your wallet and your stuff unlocked? No, you wouldn't. Treat everybody like that. Don't just trust based on appearances. This woman apparently, people trust her because she's the modeling and all the rest of that stuff, and she's got the look and the social media presence. But she's robbing everybody blind, trying to jack everybody. So, and the thing that gets me that's really odd, not really odd, but really stupid, is that she's on social media. Everybody knows what she looks like, and she's using a real name. It's not going to be very difficult to track her down unless she flees the country, in which case, if she goes back to Israel, it's going to be impossible to get her back, because I do not believe they have an extradition treaty with the United States of America. So stop dropping your guard around women that you think are attractive or that you find attractive. Don't drop your guard. There was a guy famously down in South Florida. Maybe I'll make a video about him. He let this girl that he was dating, Eastern European chick, I think Russian, and he let her see his crypto wallet. Apparently he had quite a bit of money in his crypto wallet, at least the one he showed her. And she waited until she got him drunk. He went to sleep. She went in, logged in exactly. I guess she memorized his login and password, or maybe he had everything set up with his fingerprint, which you really should not, but some people do. And she transferred $800,000 out of his crypto wallet, multiple transactions, and took his money over the course of an evening. And the sad part is, because she had access to it, he may not get a dime of that money back. Wouldn't that be a shame, man? So stop dropping your guard around chicks. This woman is apparently very, very toxic. And I can't stand thievery. I can't stand thieves, man. I can't stand them. But, we got to deal with them.
They're at an Airbnb. He says while he and the others were out, she stole all their luxury items.
She decided to basically rob pretty much every person in that group of essentially anything marked with a designer label.
They called the French authorities. And
look at that jaw. Wow. You think of all the money she's stealing. I mean, she might get some facial enhancements done. I mean, if she didn't have hair like that, she'd look like a really skinny dude. Sorry. I know some people, some guys, this is your type. This is not my type. I like slim, athletically built women, but I still like them to have some softness to them. But whatever. Fair use.
And they made her return the items. Michael says Mia has been a fixture over the last.
So they made her return the items without arresting her. This is why people like this continue to behave this way. Okay, so if there's no punishment early on, people think they can just keep getting away with things, even though, in the back of their mind, they should understand that what they're doing is wrong, but they don't care. They know it's wrong. But that, most people don't care about what's right or wrong. They care about what they're going to get punished for. And so if she's never punished, why would she stop? Same thing goes when you're raising your children. Discipline them early. Discipline them early on so you don't have to, see them on the news embarrassing your family later on by doing something foolish like shoplifting or who knows what else.
Last few years at LA and Vegas clubs and charity events. And he says she's known to threaten her victims to keep them from going to the police.
She would threaten to file a false sexual assault charge.
There we go. Okay. I've dealt with some of this as well too, not me personally, but clients as well too. Maybe, if you guys put in the description below if you want me to tell you guys about the dating app blackmailer. And so false accusation charge, guys are definitely afraid of it with good reason, because all a woman has to do is say he did it and the police are just going to come get you. I've worked on 18 grape cases right here in the Sunshine State of Florida. Every single one of them was a false accusation. Every single one of them, the stories were recanted. But every single one of them, even more chillingly, these guys were arrested with zero evidence or attempt to collect evidence or any sort of investigation whatsoever. They just took the woman at her word. There he is. The only investigation was, all right, where is he? Is he at work or is he at home? And these guys are getting perp walked in front of their family, their friends, their peers, co-workers, and it's disgusting. So most guys, she steals their stuff. Hey, you know what? If you go to the police, I'll tell them you did this to me. And then you got a girl, I'm sure she's adept at crying on demand like most women are. Dude, you're screwed. And so, man, that's diabolical.
Or say that, the guy offered to pay her money for sex or something to that effect.
According to jail records, Mia, a.k.a. Adva, was arrested for a felony in May and bailed out. It's unclear, though, if that arrest is connected to the alleged burglaries.
Like at this point, everyone knows she's guilty and she's still stealing stuff. This seems like a mental illness.
Yeah, probably kleptomania, but also to people get addicted to having stuff and having things and showing everybody, not just having it, but making sure everybody knows they have these particular things or stuff or whatever it might be. So, lesson here is you can't read books by their covers, gentlemen. Just because a woman is good looking, if she's an OnlyFans model, if she's on social media posting thirst traps, odds are that she is involved in, odds are that she is involved in some kind of, sex work or something like that. So stop putting yourselves in these positions. So don't believe what you see. Don't just trust, trust that if a woman is good looking, guys need to stop letting themselves go. That's why I say all the time, men need experience with women, more than one woman. I know the Christian conservative tradcon crowd will say everybody should be virgins when they get married. Well, it's not happening. So stop stop the cap, stop the nonsense, not happening. Men need experience so they don't fall prey to scams, shams, and manipulation by women who are accustomed to getting away. She's used to getting her way. And so if you don't give her way, she's going to claim that you raped her. And so either way, this is not the woman you let into your house. She's doing that here in the United States of America. She is probably really careful and strategic about where she does it. You do that in the wrong part of the world, somebody will take her for a ride in their jet, and she won't land with the plane. And so takeaways with this one, gentlemen, are don't trust a book by their cover. Don't drop your guard around things. Stop leaving stuff around. I know guys will leave stuff around so people can see all the luxury goods, especially when women come by. They think, oh man, this dude is balling. Here's the problem. In most cases, women are thinking, okay, how can I turn some of his stuff into my stuff by getting him to buy me stuff? That's legitimate. They'll use some sort of manipulations and whatever else, but that's a legitimate way to get things. Or maybe I can put something in his drink, knock him out cold, and take his stuff. And if he complains about it, then I'll just threaten to grape him. You don't want to charge like that. They're incredibly difficult to fight. I was fortunate enough to have been hired by some really, really, just really good attorneys who turned me loose. And then we were able to get what we had to get. I just played my part, which was, collecting the evidence and raw materials that the attorneys needed to be successful to get these guys out of trouble. If you're a guy who's in this particular situation, do what you can, get a really good attorney. Do not trust a public defender. If you want information about women who might do this sort of thing to you, I'm a licensed private investigator right here in the Sunshine State of Florida. My details will be linked in the description below. Corporate investigations, litigation support, criminal defense investigations, but also more importantly, enhanced and extensive background investigations so that you can, the best way to see what's in front of a woman or might be in her future is to look in her past, and I'll give you the information you need so you can make an informed decision, which is all any of us should ever want. Please do me a favor. If you found any value in this video whatsoever, please hit the like button. Doesn't cost you anything, but it's valuable to me. Subscribe, join the team, join the crew, and share the videos. There's a lot of guys out there that can use a lot of this information we're putting out. I'm still working, so this video is being shot this morning about, again, like 4:30, 4:45, something like that. And so it's not even 5 o'clock yet, but I got to head out shortly. But keep these things in mind. Keep yourself safe. See you guys in the next one. This is your boy, Private Eye Russ. I am out.